What's going on, my Raspy Riders? It is a beautiful Friday morning. We are currently on the Los Angeles River Trail, and it is filled with water and some greenery. Let's have a look. Look at that. Look at that view. Not bad for Los Angeles. We're just gonna cruise at a slow pace here. Today I thought we would do a specs review of the Aniioki A8 dual motor. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen much info on this bike. It seems like it's already for sale, but no one's done a review on it, which is a little strange to me. So I thought I might be the first to do a specs review. So let's head on over to the Aniioki website. So we go to the website and we go to new arrivals. They have a few different arrivals, but we're going to be talking about the A8 Pro Max 52 volt dual motor e-bike. They claim the bike can do 45 miles per hour, and I kind of believe them. Now usually I don't with a lot of these Chinese companies. They tend to lie about their top speed and their range, but there's some evidence that shows it might be able to reach 45 miles per hour, and we're going to go over that right now. So let's jump right into it. If we scroll down and we click on specifications, one of the main reasons why I think this bike can actually do 40 to 45 miles per hour is because if you go to where it says controller, it says 52 volt 60 amp sine wave controller 2-in-1. Now when I first read 2-in-1, I was a little confused. I wasn't sure if it was dual 30 amp controllers that equal up to 60 amps. So I emailed Aniioki. It's still a little unclear, but this is what they said. 2-in-1 means that this controller is different from an ordinary single controller. It combines more features, has the same effect as two controllers, and saves space. Has the same effect as two controllers. To me, that sounds like this is one 60 amp controller that powers both the front and rear motor. If that's the case, then I'm pretty sure that this bike can do 40 miles per hour. So I have some buddies with Ariel Rider X classes, and they changed out the controller and tuned the settings for 40 amps. The stock battery is a 52 volt 90 amp BMS. So they use that 40 amp controller with the stock battery, and they're able to hit 40 miles per hour. And that's single motor. I've set my controller to 50 amps before, and it's gotten 50 miles per hour, but that's with 72 volt. Let's do some math. So if we do 52 volts times 60 amps, that gets you 3,120. That's 3,120 amps going to both motors. The front motor specs is 1,200 watts peak, and the rear can peak at 1,900 watts. So if you combine those two, it can get over 3,000 watts. And that is enough to really get that bike up and going. Oh, that's interesting. We have a truck right here going swimming. You don't see that every day. If we go back to the pictures of the bike itself, and you click on the second picture, right? Something that caught my eye is that front rotor. Look how ginormous that is. That is not normal of an average e-bike. Now if we go down a little bit on the page, you can talk about how it has a smart controller display, full twist throttle, adjustable hydraulic forks, talks about the rear shocks. Skip all this. Here it shows the front rotors, and it looks like it comes with quad piston calipers also. But it says that the front rotors is 300 millimeters. That is insane. The original A8 and the AQ177 had 180 millimeter front rotors, and Aniioki bumps this one up to 300 millimeters. Now we all know that if a Chinese company can get away with spending less money, it would do so. They would not spend the extra money to upgrade the front rotors to 300 millimeters. It completely skips 200 or 220. Now the only reason why I can think that they would use such large rotors in the front is because the bike weighs a lot, and because it can actually go 40 to 45 miles per hour. I think they don't want to be liable for any accidents. With such a heavy bike and a bike that can go 40 miles per hour, if you don't have regenerative braking, you're going to want large rotors. So with a 60 amp controller and upgraded rotors, I think those two specs alone shows me that it can go 40 to 45 miles per hour. I believe them. Usually I don't trust Chinese companies and their claims, but this time I do. Now the closest competitor to this bike would be the Ariel Rider Grizzly. But with these specs, I think it's gonna destroy the Grizzly. It's gonna be a Grizzly killer. The Grizzly also runs 52 volt, but it only has, I believe, 30 to 35 amp hours of battery. This battery is 60 amp hours. I think because of that, it might be the first e-bike that has high power and long range. If we take a look at the battery and we do 52 volts times 60 amp hours, you also get 3,120. That is a ton of watt hours. Tell me of another bike that has 3,120 watt hours and can reach 40 miles per hour. I don't think there is any. This might be the first of its kind. That is the beauty of technology. Bikes get cheaper and cheaper, and they get better and better. To me, this bike is going to be huge in the e-bike community. It's going to be the first of its kind. Let's look at some more of its specs. Okay, the rear discs are 220 millimeters. It does come with brake and turn signal blinkers. And the tires do look a little more beefy than normal e-bike tires that come stock. Now if we scroll back to the pricing, it shows the original cost is $3,099, but there's a early bird special for $2,899. A bike that's less than $3,000 that can hit 40 miles per hour and has 60 amp hours of battery, to me that's impressive. Oh, I should also mention that there is a guy in the Aniioki Facebook page. His name is Clark, and he said that he runs the battery at 90 amps with the stock motor, and he's able to get 40 miles per hour. That's another reason why I believe Aniioki. We made it to our exit point on the river trail. I'm gonna end this video here now. Let me know what you guys think of the bike. Let me know if you guys actually believe that it can hit 40 to 45 miles per hour. Like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.